in. MVP wanting to go back for comfort in what could be the last game of this series. Caitlyn going to be locked in, and now what does Hybrid do? Does he just run it back with the Kai'Sa? Could potentially be an option.
Thinking about later in the draft, not focusing on this round, I'm thinking about how MVP don't get flex picked by the Swain, because they're desperate to get a good matchup in the mid lane and not allow Sun to just roll in a Talia or something later without getting counterpicked. To me, the only way to do that is to go Karma again, Karma Caitlyn on the red side. We'll wait and see if that happens. On blue side, they've lost the Morgana. Tahm Kench may be able to disengage, but doesn't have an ability to actually start up the Killer Instinct. Doesn't have the hard CC that Morgana has with the Dark Binding. So it is going to be still a defensive option. It's also going to be the Kai'Sa once more.
Yeah, and we'll see whether this is going to be Everate once again, having one of these compositions that can get around the facial fissure. Gives them level 1 choices as well. Everate will not be able to go for their aggressive level 1 like they moved in for. No Morgana for the Dark Binding, and up against a Braum means that is a dangerous proposition. Singed is going to be locked in though. So Wufei is going to jump up onto him to start this one off. Could be a rough time actually for ADD. Could potentially get abused by the Poisonous Man on the top side.
First Singed we've seen in a long time. And look at this, the Xin Zhao is open. The Payton to Piven Kuma locked in, baby.
What is this, Papa Smithy? We are getting spoiled.
And we see Beyond's face. He's like, damn it, I don't want to have to jungle against the Xin Zhao. We've all played solo queue. The Xin Zhao gets ahead. It's a bad time. And this Xin Zhao is Kuma's absolute trademark. Cool to see it on this stage. Everate Winner's having fun. We spoke about the Zoe for Sun, a trademark for him. Ian also early in the season got some value out of the pick. Not the squishiest lineup ever, not the tankiest. They will be going the way of the Zoeans anyway.
Yeah, it is going to be the Zoe locked in there for Ian. Did have some success on it in the season. I think 5 times was the amount that he picked that one up. MVP not really being able to pick up any wins when Zoe was super strong though.
If there is mid lane priority for the Swain in this game, Zoe and Sejuani are going to have a nightmare. Xin Zhao is so strong 2v2 if his mid laner gets going. He also has some great interactions with the Swain passive as well. Never move, or just the Q being fully charged up into death. Very possible. It's going to be all about the mid lane for me, Atlas. 2v2 between the two teams.
Yeah, and the thing that's fantastic as well is it's all about the mid lane, yes, but they've got pushing lanes absolutely everywhere for Everate, meaning that Kuma's going to have so much space in the jungle. He's going to be skins though, Papa. I mean, I don't think it's his fault for choosing the skin. It's just Xin.
It's something that really only happens with...
Oh, Demonic Ascension actually in the mid lane. Remember, there's no flash. And he wants to... Oh, actually, he picked one up with the Spell Thief. So lucky is Kuma. He's going to get stunned. Trouble Bubble comes down, trying to get extra damage in there. But Ian, he can't turn around and get on top. Good knock-up comes in as Ian pops over at the opportune time and grabs the kill.
Ash was able to pick up the flash from Sun. That's why he did with those champions. And 5v5 team fights with the zoning of the Demon Flare are going to be massive. His bot lane, Max.
Yeah, Max in a whole host of trouble. He gets eaten actually by Lucifer, but he's the one that's going to get taken down. In goes Hybrid, the Killer Instinct. Once again, a bit of a problem as the Kai'Sa's going to fall. Double kill for Beyond and a big double knock-up for ADD as Kuma. He's running away for the hills. Demonic Ascension there for Sun, but he's using it to try and get away, and the Sleepy Trouble Bubble's going to say no to that one. He's still above half health, and he's just staying alive for so long. As Kuma comes in, he wants to find Ian, and he does so. Wants to now get away, uses the flash to do so. Beyond can't do much. Wufei on the bottom side of the map wants to kill Max, but Pilot is going to stun and destroy him. Peacemaker comes in, and MVP, they've struck back in game 2.
So much happens around the map. It is MVP trading up. An answering kill from Kumo is opportunistic on the Xin Zhao, and able to take down the Zoe. But Singed did Singed things, thought he was stronger than he was. Classic Singed problem. We're going to watch the entire play. Look at how much damage the Unbreakable gets from Max. He's able to set this all up by eating the damage forever, and this is what can happen. You can bait yourself. Bang did this on the first professional game we saw of Kai'Sa. Just a bit of a Lee Syndrome moment. The Kai'Sa Syndrome, we'll call it. Gets in the backline, the AD carry is down, it roams, and is able to grow up a CS lead. He's not taking those trades. It's going to be dangerous bot lane.
Abyssal Voyage, Lucifer actually just flashing in. Good
Pilot.
Double knock-up with the ultimate from Max, though, as Hybrid once again jumping in. Pilot does get the heal out, but that's a great devour, and that's going to mean the end of the Caitlyn. Finally, Everate Winners finding a team fight that they actually wanted on the bottom side.
Yeah, we get the roam from mid lane as well. Sun ends up using the ultimate, getting no value from it. Lucifer really wanted the kill because Pilot's flash.
From Beyond, ADD gets a couple of knock-ups, but Hybrid should be okay here as Lucifer should be able to spit him out in the back line of this fight.
Re-engage.
Now so much damage coming in the AoE, and Sun gets the perfect position, still has the flash, but doesn't even worry about it as Hybrid. He picks up the double ADD, now in trouble, gets himself out though, as the Abyssal Voyage will bring Wufei into the back line, but it's Hybrid falling against everything as Ian picks it up.
Everate should have taken the early one and stopped. Now there might be exit kills.
Yep, Sleepy Trouble Bubble's not going to land onto Lucifer though. And in the end, an even trade. Oh, that fight was so close.
And you see the power in the comp, even from behind, even without vision. They're able to trade up in many ways. Ends up being even between Everate and MVP. They're not able to actually overwhelm a lead. They played around a control-warded brush, and the Zoe was able to kill the Kai'Sa. But if that didn't happen, you see the potential. In a future fight, Sun will be able to sit in the back line and use the Zonias. The grounding will get more value. Lucifer gets the first Devour. Hybrid resets. They can't get to Hybrid anymore. And this looks like a fight that Everett going to overwhelm. Great Killer Instinct usage. He buys his time. This is definitely not a poor time. Has to flash, but that buys enough time for the team to close. However, Zoe does the rest.
Oh, Paddlestar was glorious.
Bubbles.
Yeah, Flash actually has to be invested in Kuma. There's nothing that he can do to save his Toadfish. He's going to be taken down. Lucifer will have the ultimate to try and get back, but now no Flash to save his teammates.
Doesn't have Unsealed Spellbook to swap to Teleport either, so he's out of the fight for well over 30 seconds. Will Everate look for the 4v5? There's a 4v5 they win if they pull it off perfectly.
Yep, Sun does still have that Flash available. Hybrid, like you mentioned, has his Pilot, does not. Now Demonic Ascension to come in. The Zonias is down as well as Max. Unbreakable has been popped, but Call of the Forge God trying to get the work done, but EDD can't really do it. Wufei off on the backline, just being frustrating, but Sun, is he going to be able to get enough of the health back? I don't think so. Trouble Bubble's going to lock down that kill as Kuma uses the ult, gets people away. But Wufei, what can he do? Mega Adhesive to come in, but that is a very dead Xin. Double kill for Pilot. And Everate winners, they're going to have to get the heck away from the Baron. Can they take anything? Because now, MVP, so much control.
They're going to try and take a turret in the mid lane, but well engineered by MVP. In and out, using their CC.
Long for the world. Baroned up, bannered up minion. Doing so much work onto this inhibitor, but most of it, I believe, is coming from Pilot and Ian's damage, because the structural integrity of these towers is not looking super high. MVP now just continuing on. These Nexus turrets are going to suffer the same fate, unless Everate can do anything, and by Kuma's standards, it looks like no. He's going to the ocean. That's one Paddle Star for half the health bar, and MVP are still going.
Trying to get this to be a naked Nexus. It might happen, but at some point, Everate need to try.
Yeah, Lucifer getting it stunned up. That Catfish is now soup next to his Nexus. The last Nexus turret is going to fall down. MVP looking to try and take down game number 2 and keep their hopes alive in this promotion tournament. They're picking up kills, but they don't need to. They just need to kill the Nexus and move us to a game number 3, a deciding match. And the MVP fans in the audience breathe a huge sigh of relief.
Well, closed out by MVP.